Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels, and tonight I'm going to do a tarot and angel card reading and a guided meditation. The tarot and angel cards are the map for the guided meditation. I don't know what cards are going to turn up, but whatever cards they are, they're going to be relevant for you, anyone who is watching or listening, whenever you watch or listen. And the guided meditation is never recorded earlier, it's never rehearsed, it's never prepared, it's never written. It's just a complete download with using the guidance of the cards as a map. Now, I want to tell you something. I know 2 weeks ago, I said I was going to be back every week, but I wasn't able to do it last week. And if you want to know why, listen to 2 weeks ago. And that will tell you why. I just couldn't do it. But I am back now, and I think I'm going to be able to continue to do it every week now. So here we are, back again, even though I said I was back before, but some things happened, and the video 2 weeks ago will let you know kind of what I've been dealing with lately. But anyway, all is well, and we're moving forward. And so how about that full moon? Was that a doozy or what? Wow, it was pretty intense, I have to say. It was last Saturday night was when it was the brightest. The full moon was actually at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, the 9th, but on the night of the 8th, it was the brightest. It was very bright and very beautiful. And very intense, I must say. A lot of people have told me it was very intense for them too, especially fire signs. And I'm a double fire sign. So, but the people who have told me it was intense for them were also fire signs. Excuse me. So if you haven't been here before, I'm going to explain the yawning thing. The yawning and the eyes watering and the nose running and the coughing and the clearing of the throat and the yawning, that's a big one. Those are all releasing. Those are all me releasing energy so that I can better able to be a channel for the information coming down to me. It's not that I'm bored when I'm yawning. It's just that that's the release that's coming out at that time. Like right now. But my eyes are also watering, and that reminds me, I didn't grab a tissue, and I really should do that. Do I have one over here? No, I don't. I better grab one because I know I'm going to need it. I'll be right back. I've never not needed a tissue when I've done these guided meditations. And I just neglected to put one right here on my table. But it's here now, so we're good to go. Okay. All right, let's move this closer a little again. So here we are. Okay. So I am going to shuffle some cards and we'll see what comes up, okay? All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my little God box. Somebody gave this to me, and it's a cute little box, and it's got a lot of cool things in it. Little cards like this, see? I'm just going to shuffle these cards and let's see what happens. See what happens, see what guidance we get from these God cards today. And the one on top is, where's my glasses? Oh, here they are. Right in my shirt. All right. It says, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Okay, that's what it says on this side. I don't know if you can see because it looks like it's backwards to me. But on the other side, it says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find. You know who said that, right? Jesus. Okay, and then the other side says, up your acceptance level. I love myself. I am now willing to receive my good. You know, this is kind of profound because you have to be willing to accept you're good, and not resist it. Accept it. And the other side is ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Oh my God. The releasing is coming on pretty intense right now. Okay, ask and you shall receive. That is so powerful because you can ask. You can ask God, you can ask your angels, you can ask your departed loved ones, you can ask anyone you want for help and guidance. And if you don't ask, you might not get it. So asking is a good thing. You don't know unless you ask. The forces are willing and ready, able to help you, but you have to ask. So, speaking of that, let's ask the cards what they might have to say. I'm going to pull from this deck right now. I've used tarot cards since I was a teenager. Yep, long time. Long time. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these cards right now, and I'm going to ask the cards to show us, Alexa, play 33 Bowls.
Shuffling songs by 33 Bowls on Amazon Music.
I'm going to ask the cards to show us guidance for whoever is watching or listening whenever they watch or listen, okay? We are divinely protected by healing white light. No harm, no negativity can enter into this sphere while we are here together. We are divinely protected, surrounded by light. Cut. Cut. Take the card off the top. Alrighty, I will do that. Ooh. Okay, Major Arcana card. I'm going to pull another one. I'm going to pull the one that was right after it. Okay, that's enough. 2 Major Arcana cards. I think, I just got the guidance to choose one more. Okay, this is the 8 of Wands. All right, so here we go. First of all, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. Okay, this is about the circle of life. Everything always is changing. So if you're stuck in something right now, emotionally or mentally, it won't last. Don't think it's going to last. It won't, because a wheel doesn't stay still. A wheel moves, okay? This is constant reminder that things always can change. And things always are changing. So don't think you're stuck in anything, because you're not. And when people get into a really dark space, they think nothing's going to change and this is the way it's going to be, but that is not the case. That is faulty thinking, and that is not correct. Actually, everything changes all the time. The nature of the universe is change. Does anything stay the same? When you look up at the clouds, do they stay in one place? No. Do plants bloom, flowers bloom and stay bloomed? No. They drop their petals and they stop the blooming. Do buds on roses stay buds? No. They expand and they become flowers. They become roses. Everything changes. Butterflies, cocoons turn into butterflies. Everything changes. So if you feel stuck, like nothing's going to change and it's just going to be like this, excuse me, that is faulty thinking. It is actually not even correct. So when we look at this, here's my glasses again. I'm gonna keep them in my shirt so I can find them. We've got a lot of things going on here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Notice that everybody has a book, okay? They all have books. Up in the upper left, we've got an angel with a book. Over here, we have an eagle with a book. Down here, we have a ram with wings with a book. These are all angelic animals, you see. Angelic, they all have wings, like the angel. And over here, we have the lion with a book. Everybody is looking at a book. So what are books? Books are knowledge, okay? My eyes are watering now. Books are knowledge. And the thing is, we always need to keep learning. We always need to keep learning. You see these characters here? They're all learning something. And then we've got a sphinx at the top, a snake, and what is this called? I think it's called an anubis. This red guy right here. Snakes are a symbol of constant motion. You know, often you'll see a snake that's biting its tail, or a snake that's in this shape like this, which is the symbol of, this is a lemniscate. It looks like a sideways 8, and this is a symbol of infinity, okay? Look at the letters. T, A, R, O, T. Tarot. Tarot. These other letters, these are Hebrew letters. This one is Yod. This is a Y. This is a H. This is a V, and this is a H. Yod, He, Va, He. Y, H, V, H. Okay? That is the name of God. YHVH. Yahovah. Okay? Yod, He, Va, He. That is in the center of things that are always changing. And the Tarot, T-A-R-O-T, reminds us of that as we look at this wheel here. Okay? Keep your minds open. Learn what you have to learn. Okay? And know that the key is in your inner sanctum, your God consciousness. Good stuff. Now, the next major arcana card. Okay, this is it, the Tower. This major arcana card, this was a 10. See the X up there? Excuse me. This is a 16. This is a struck tower. This is the shit hitting the fan, people. This is a crumbling of something of the past. It's not a bad card. It's just showing you these people are going to be okay, but they're kind of like knocked off their balance because of what's happening, because this is all crumbling. Where they were hanging out up there, it's all crumbling. Something major has happened which shook everything to its core. Just, you know, the expression, I just blew my top. Well, the tower has blown its top. See that? The people are falling down, but they're going to be okay. Fire is coming out of the windows. Fire burns away everything. It burns away negativity. It burns away things. It burns away everything. But on a metaphysical level, fire burns away negative energy. So this is not a bad card. This is about having negative stuff fall away. Okay, and there might be some anger in there. You might blow your top about something. But look at this. This is a W, wisdom. Remember, these guys are all reading books, right? So this continues. Wisdom, when you have wisdom, illusions fall away. When you have wisdom, you think about things differently. And fire is about burning away negativity. Fire is a way about burning the gross elements of who we are and refining ourselves. Okay? So, but these people are off balance for a little while. So there may have been something that happened recently with you or even now that makes you feel a little off balance. Right, Luna? That's right. There you are. But not to worry. It's going to be okay. All right? There's that. Now, 8 of Wands. Wands are about the breath. Without the breath, nothing can occur. Without the breath, you are not alive. So this is 8. What is 8? Remember I told you the sideways lemniscate is a sideways 8? Okay. 8 is also a circle above a circle. That's an 8 right there. Balance. Okay, that's balance. 8, these guys, these wands, they're heading, well, let me see if it's to your right or left. Let's see. They're heading off to the right, okay? When I look at them, they might look opposite to you, but they're heading off to the right. Here's why this is relevant. These are creative ideas. Stay in your breath. Remember to breathe consciously. And they're heading down. They're going to hit the ground soon. They're going to actually manifest soon. These are creative ideas. See the sprouts on the wands? Lots of creative ideas. And they're just going boom through the air, but they're heading down. See, they're heading down. They're going to land soon. So what this means is stay in your breath. Be conscious of your breath. Breathe consciously. And know that your creative ideas and the things you want to come to fruition are about to land on the physical plane and manifest. So be ready for that. Keep your eyes and your ears open so you can see when that happens. Because the way these things work is if you kind of go around unconscious, you're not going to see the signs and you're not going to see something manifesting for you on the physical plane. You have to have an elevation of consciousness and awareness so that you are fully present so that you can notice things that are going on around you. The breath is so key. Staying in the breath is so key. You know, that's conscious breathing. Conscious breathing is staying in the breath. We do a little of that sometimes when I do the guided meditation, and maybe we'll do some tonight. We'll see. We'll see what the guidance says. All right, next on the list, next in the pile, let's choose something from a different deck. I line these up so they're like my roadmap when I do the guided meditation. All right, we're going to go to this one. Okay? And we're going to shuffle them. We want a little more guidance. We want a little more substantiation, a little more explanation. Again, we are surrounded by healing, protective white light. No negativity can enter into the sphere. And let's see what the angels have to say. And the number from the top is this one. Be honest with yourself. Well, that's certainly a good way to be, isn't it? Be honest with yourself. Doesn't do you much good to lie to yourself about anything, does it? I'm going to read to you about this card. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. By the way, I don't tell fortunes. what I'm doing with the cards is tapping into the unconscious, giving you messages so that you can make the decisions you need to make on your own, okay? I don't really tell you what to do, but you will know what to do if you listen to the cards and you think about it. The direction will be clear, and if it's not clear, don't move. You want to make sure you're clear and 100% confident. Excuse me, now I've got the hiccups too. More releasing. I forgot to mention hiccups. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Gosh, I'm so sorry about this. Ugh. I was doing it for a long time and people didn't know what it was. They thought I don't know what they thought. But then somebody said, tell everybody what you're doing. Tell everybody what happens to you. So that's why I tell you all, so that you know what's happening here. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. Well, that's really a nice card. Look at her. She's beautiful. I wonder what it'd be like to have wings like that coming out of your back, that you can actually fly, jump off a ledge or something and fly. I always wanted to fly. As a child, I always wanted to fly. I did fly a lot in my dreams with astral projection from a very young age, actually. Okay, be honest. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you have been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Oh my God. Ugh. Is there something that you don't want to do, that you're not prepared for? Something to think about. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face this situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears so that you can attract the former and not the latter. That is so important. Here are some additional meanings. The situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings, even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion that this is the way it is. When people say this is the way it is, they're just trying to appease you because they don't know how to say there's always room for change. They don't know how to say that. So, when you see something like this, think about, when you see these cards, think about how it resonates with you. Because that's what this is for. These readings are for you. You. That's right. You. The one who is watching this right now. So think about that. I'm going to choose another one. This deck. Let's see what we have here. Shuffling again. Divine guidance, divine protection, and clarity. Help people who are watching or listening get clear on what they need to do. 1, 2, and 3. One of my faves, clairaudience. Let me tell you about that. This is Archangel Zadkiel. Look at this dude. Looks like somebody I used to know, actually. The guy I used to know, his name was Stephen. He was also known by the name Mercury. He used the name Mercury, and he looked like that. He looked like a Greek god. Okay, clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Clairaudience. Clair, that means clear hearing. Clairaudience means clear hearing, which means you hear messages. You can hear messages from the other side, from people on the other side that are trying to communicate with you. And that's what clairaudience is. Clairvoyant, clairsentient, they're all ways to communicate with other realms. And I tend to communicate a lot with people who have passed away and my angels. So let's read about clairaudience. You're hearing the divine guidance very clearly. It comes in the form of repetitious messages, urging you to improve a situation for yourself or others. Pay close attention to everything you hear in your mind and with your physical ears. Divine directives are repetitious, loving, and to the point. Ask me for help if you need clarification on anything you hear. It's like watering my nose, my eyes. Let's read the rest of this for you. Working with Archangel Zadkiel. By the way, you can ask the angels for help too. Zadkiel's aura is a deep indigo blue. When you wear the mineral lapis lazuli, you may feel a closer connection to Zadkiel. Hold this stone above your eyebrows to awaken your ear chakras and to be clear and hear the voice of the divine. Hold the stone above your eyebrows to awaken your ear chakras and to clearly hear the voice of the divine. You know, you hear the voice of the divine in different ways. I hear it in my head, just like somebody's talking to me. You know, I will hear something like, pick up the phone and make that phone call and call XYZ. And then I call XYZ and they say, I was just picking up the phone to call you. Or they tell me some very profound thing that has happened that they've been thinking about, but they didn't get around to calling me. So, you want to be open to the messages so that you can actually hear them when they come to you. Maybe they come in a person's voice. Maybe they just come as your own words in your head. It's very interesting, but they're not going to come unless you are 100% relaxed, comfortable, and able to drive down here to get the I started to go into a trance just then. So I'm going to pull myself back out and finish that and be here with you. That was weird. But welcome to my world. All right, I'm going to take one more card here, and this is from the Indigo Angels. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. All right. We're going to shuffle these cards, ask for more substantiation, clarification, and explanation. You'll see how they all fit together. They all fit together. The cards that we pull are the cards that are shown to us all make sense and fit together. Apologize. We often think about apologizing to other people. However, you have to apologize to yourself too. Because what are the things you say and do to yourself? You abuse your body. You say things like, oh, I'm old, or oh, I don't look good today, or oh, this, or my nose is big, whatever you say. You need to apologize to yourself. I'm going to read to you about this card. Apologize. See the angel with his head down. Apologize. The card asks you to take the high road in this situation and apologize to either the people involved, if applicable, or yourself for the things that have been bothering you. Your honesty and fiery indigo nature may inadvertently lead you to say things that might hurt others. Saying that you're sorry is one of the best ways to let the pressure off yourself and diffuse tension. Even if you perceive that you've done nothing wrong, the angels ask you to apologize in general for any disappointment or frustration that arose. Be sure to have an honest discussion with yourself or the other person and the underlying feelings that led to the conflict. The angels certainly don't want you to cover up your true emotions. Know that while saying you're sorry may not be easy or even seem fair, in this situation it's being asked of you because it serves a higher purpose. This is a lesson for you to put aside your pride and do something for the greater good. Apologize, 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 apologize. Oh, trance again. Wow. Okay. I think it's time for us to go into our guided meditation because a card just fell down. You know what? I'm going to see what card just fell because that's always meaningful. I got to reach down here and grab it. Oh, everything's falling. I got the card, but my glasses fell. Okay. Let's see what card fell out. Oh, you are special. That is such a beautiful card and so perfect. So perfect. You are special. Each and every one of you is special. And don't forget it. Don't ever forget it. Those times when you feel alone and lonely and isolated, and disconnected and that no one cares about you or no one loves you, remember you are loved. You are loved. I'm going to read to you from this book about this card now. You are loved. You are special. Here we go. You are special. You may be wondering why it is that indigos are extremely passionate about their opinions. By the way, indigos are any age, not just children. And if you're watching this, guess what? You're probably an indigo. And you might be an empath too. So otherwise you wouldn't be vibrating to this channel. You wouldn't be here. So, and I bet you're passionate about certain things because all indigos are. I'm one, and I know I'm very passionate about things. And indigos are extremely passionate about their opinions, okay? Why do they have such a hard time holding in their feelings? Well, they were built to never back down in the face of adversity and imbalance. Indigos have incarnated at a crucial time in Earth's and humanity's history to help ensure the survival of both. You are one of those people, in case you didn't know. This is a very special role in our world, and this card asks you to be aware of this. You know, I was talking to somebody recently. There was something that happened to someone that I know, and that person was not being treated the way they should have been treated. And I was concerned about that. And someone said to me, why are you so concerned about that? Just let it go, let it go. It didn't happen to you. I said, I have an internal mechanism that makes me feel like I need to do what's right, that I need to shed light on that situation and make sure those things do not happen to that person again who was not being taken care of. That person was not able to speak up for themselves, and things were not handled well for them, and I feel like I have to make it right. And that's just the way indigos are. We can't let things go when we see something being done to someone that isn't right, or isn't kind, or isn't paying attention to them, or isn't tuned into what that person might need. And that person is being disregarded or not listened to. And this happens a lot in professional situations, by the way, in medical situations. It happens a lot in medical situations, you know, where the patient isn't really listened to, and the doctors just kind of skim right over it, and they may say things that really aren't even applicable to the patient because they're just doing a report and getting it done and going on to the next patient. How many times have you been to the doctors and you feel like the doctor isn't listening to you? How many times have you been to the doctors when you're booked for a 40-minute appointment and your insurance, EOB, comes back and you see that you were charged a fortune for that 40-minute appointment, but the doctor spent 5 minutes with you? That's not okay. That's not okay. So I feel like I need to do something about that for the person who couldn't do something for themselves. And so when someone said to me, why don't you just let it go? You know, it doesn't apply to you. It didn't happen to you. It happened to someone that I love and care about. And I don't want that kind of treatment to happen to somebody else. So I'm going to do something about that. I have been doing something about it. And I will continue to do something about it. And I will continue to follow up on it. Because that's the way we roll. You know, we are humanitarians. And we want to make sure that things are right and people are being treated with respect and taken care of. That's an indigo trait. You may have that trait as well. Or you just can't stand by and let things happen that are not right. You know, you got to step in and do something. That's a calling. Okay, I'm going to go lastly to this. Gypsy fortunes. But like I said, I'm not telling fortunes, but I am using the cards as guideposts. And these come in a little deck like this. I'm going to open the deck up, and I am going to shuffle the cards. And let's see what we get. These are cute. They have little gypsy caravans on the back. Isn't that cute? I've had these for a long time. I don't use them all that much. They're not my main go-to, but they are interesting. And they do shed light on certain things. So we're going to cut and take the card on the top, and it's this one. Oh, we had this last time. Number 16. Okay. This beautiful lily. This is a lily, and the lily is one of the flowers of the magician. The rose is the other one. Lily. Okay, it's number 16. Now guess what? This was number 16. Whoops. 2 16s. This card is this card. This resonates with the Tower card in the Arcana, Major Arcana. So I'm going to read to you about 16. 16. Glasses. The lilies. Okay, 3 white lilies are potted in bloom next to a curtained window. Because they bloom in early spring, these flowers are linked to Easter and the many religious traditions that celebrate that time of year. Spring is a time of rebirth after the dead time of winter and speaks to us of the eternal life of the soul. Spring is about rebirth. Remember this card? Everything changes, the cycle of life. Spring is a time of rebirth after the dead time of winter and speaks to us of the eternal life of the soul. White is a symbol of purity, of newness and innocence, of the mercy of having another chance to start over. The lilies card is symbolic of the relationship we have with our higher power. It is a reminder that our actions and choices will be judged at a later date, even if only by ourselves. For those who have a close, personal, interactive relationship with their higher power, the lilies card is a sign of the immortal soul and its eternal relationship with that higher power. This life is a temporary thing, and it's a temporary time during which the soul is tempered by challenges, many of which seem like trials. The eternal afterlife, symbolized in the lilies, is the reward for completing these trials. That's a beautiful card. And lilies are a symbol of the magician. And all of you are magicians. We're all magicians. The key words about this card are security and home. It says you are properly situated spiritually. You can depend on your higher power, and it's time to put your trust there and to meditate or pray. A difficult time will pass. Remember I told you that? This challenging time is going to pass. It's all going to be okay. A difficult time will pass. It is a trial of life, and your knowledge of the afterlife is your reward for getting through it. The lilies remind you to balance the spiritual and the material. You are in good spiritual positions now, but the importance of that must not be allowed to overpower your everyday life. The afterlife comes after life. Life is not separate from death. It only looks that way. It sure does look that way. But those who have passed away are still with us. They are still with us. And they can communicate with us and let us know they're still with us. This happens often when you are aware and you have your eyes and your ears open. Remember that your ears have to be open so you can hear guidance from other realms, from the beneficial higher power realms. Okay? All right, well, gosh, we're going to go into our guided meditation right now. So make yourselves comfortable, okay? And we're going to get started. This was a lot of card readings here, but I didn't do a reading last week. Maybe that's why so many cards were needing to be pulled out. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to move into the guided meditation right now, so make yourselves comfortable. Close your eyes and make sure you will not be disturbed. Let's do a little bit of conscious breathing. I'd like to do some alternate nostril breathing with you right now, and here's how you do it. You use your thumb and your third finger. You breathe in, cover your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in through your left nostril. Plug your left nostril. Breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Cover your right. Breathe out through your left. Breathe in through your left. Cover your left. Move out through your right. Let's do that for a few moments. This helps clear out your brain. You can do alternate nostril breathing anytime you want to clear your head so that you can make appropriate decisions. Or to clear your head if you feel that you're disconnected from the higher power. You can clear your head and connect yourself in that way. And now move into just natural breathing. I'm going to count down from 5 down to 0. And each count will allow you to go deeper and deeper than the count before. And each count will allow you to be more and more relaxed than the count before. Beginning on the count of 5. Drifting down from 5 down to 4. Relaxed, calm, and comfortable. Feeling easy, feeling safe. Continuing on down to 4. Focusing on releasing the muscles in your shoulder, or your back, your upper back, and your lower back. Just breathe relaxation into those muscles. Drifting down to 3. Going deeper and deeper, drifting down to 3. Feeling your body, feeling grounded and centered now. More and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. All the organs in your torso balancing. Moving down to 2. Letting go more and more with each sound that you hear as we come down to 1. And moving from 1 as you feel more and more relaxed even still. More with each breath. Letting go with each breath. Down to 1. And in a moment, I'm going to count down to 0. And when I do, you'll hear the tones. Allow the tones to carry you deeply, safely, and comfortably to the exact level that you should be at, because your mind knows which level you should be at. Drifting from 1 down to 0. Letting go. Going deeper still. And deeper still. Letting go even more. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Feeling more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. Always remember in trying situations that things will change. Nothing ever stays the same. Nothing. Look around you in the world and you will see that this is the case. Remember that when you feel stuck. Remember that when you feel trapped. There's always a way, because change always happens. It may appear that everything is falling apart. Remember that knowledge is power. Keep your mind open. Keep your mind open so you can learn new things. Know that everything is going to be okay, even though there may be a large combustible situation. Combustible energetically, emotionally, relationship-wise. Your creativity is sprouting. It's going to come. Your creativity is going to assist you with creative ideas, which will manifest and land and come to fruition on the physical plane. Be honest with yourself. No need to play games. Be honest with yourself. Right? Be honest with yourself. Stop saying negative things to yourself about yourself. Keep yourself clear so that you can hear the messages that are coming your way, because they are coming your way. The clearer you can be, the more messages you'll get. Apologize to yourself for beating yourself up, for criticizing yourself, for meeting yourself in the mirror and saying negative things to yourself in the mirror. You are beautiful. Remember how special you are. Remember what a magician you are. Remember that you can create. You have the power to create. You are not like a cork floating on the ocean at the mercy of the waves. You can create. You are a co-creator. I honor you for taking this time for yourself to recalibrate, rebalance, and renew, and regenerate. I honor you for taking this time for yourself, and I'm very grateful and blessed that you are here joining me in this realm. Many blessings to you. And until we meet again, namaste. I see the light in you.